Welcome, everyone. This is Math 1030, Apply Algebra. Make sure you're in the right class. Because I remember last semester, I had one student sit in my class for a week, and then we find out she's in the wrong math class. Okay, yeah, so this is Apply Algebra. And, so I'll meet you Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 10:50. Do you have class before our class? Yes, raise your hand. Oh, in different buildings? No. Some of you? I hope you're not in Kiev. Ah, you are? Wow. So you must run super fast. How about, do you have class after our class? Back to back? Not in six teams. In keep coming. Okay, a lot of exercise. Okay. And then so I'm Professor Yun Su. You can call me Suki. I was originally from China, and then after high school, I immigrated to the U.S. Let me make sure. Okay, is it recording? Okay, good. And then the first city I went to is Chicago. So and then I had my undergrad at University of Illinois in Chicago, and then I get admitted by the Wisconsin Medicine. So I got my PhD degree in 2016, and then I came to Tech. So wow, I have been here for 7 years. I really enjoy teaching here, like in a small classroom where students and professor can have strong interactions. Like those big schools, the lecture is like 200 people. We can't recognize the face of the student, and it's hard to hear. Right. So yeah, I enjoy teaching in a small classroom. And okay. So this is our blackboard, right? And then when you go to the course website, so down here, when you click the course website, it will direct you to the Google site I make. So this Google site, you can save the link, and then you can access, right? You don't have to log into Blackboard to access this link. So sometimes my students say, hey, the Blackboard link is down. Oh, but you can still go here. This is Google site. Do you have Google sites? Some of you does. Okay, good. So I yeah, this site has almost everything. So you see, I give you worksheets. You don't have to bring your textbook in class because every day I will give you worksheet and then we just go over the worksheets. Okay. And then here you can click pictures. So pictures about me and my family. So that's my husband. We met each other in our first year in college. Wow, so we have been together for 17 years. Quite a long time, right? And then my daughter Jay, she is 8 years old, and my son Lucas, he is 4.5. Okay, yeah. So we had wonderful time. Oh, I love taking pictures, That's his picture when he's small. Okay, that's my daughter. Okay, and pictures with students. So every semester at the end, the last week of the semester, I would love to take pictures with you. So I feel so proud when I watch these pictures. Wow, see a lot of students. Okay, yes, we will have a class photo at the end so we can keep this beautiful memory. And then, so yeah, teaching, and you can see this semester I'm teaching 4 courses. So we're math 1030, then it's here, and then I'm also teaching calculus 1, differential equation, and linear algebra, probability, and statistics. Okay, yes. And then, so yeah, we go back to our course. So this is my office phone number, and if you want to find me, I prefer you email me because sometimes if I'm not in my office, I cannot pick up the phone call. And my office hours is Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 to 1:50, 3:15 to 4:15. So usually I stay in my office until 5. So You can, if you want to see me after 4:15, you can just check around if I'm in my office. Welcome to come in and ask me questions. Tuesday, Thursday from 11 to 12. Okay? Or by appointments. If you're not available during this time, feel free to email me and then tell me what time you want to meet or give me your schedule of that day. And then, yeah, we can schedule a meeting. Or we can also like meet virtually in the evening. So I have some students because she has practice. She cannot meet me during my office hours. And then that's why we can schedule a virtual meeting. Yes, in the evening. Right. Okay. And my office is 159. So close. Yeah, you walk there and you walk by and then you can see my office. Right. Yes. So I have another class like differential equation and linear algebra in this classroom right at 11. So yeah, that's why after class you don't have much time to ask me questions. But I'm free before class and yeah, and also in my office hours. So feel free to ask me questions. Okay. And then this is our class policy. So the blackboard, when you click class syllabus, you can see the descriptions of this course and our learning objectives. Okay. Well, our course is so important and useful because it's the prerequisite for so many courses. Let me show you. I have a file. That's okay, is it here? Okay, let's see. Okay, probably here. So this is the map showing what are the math paths. Depends on your major. So we're right here. Okay. So did you take math 1010? For yes, some of you. Okay. And then is this your terminal math class? Will you need to take applied trig? No? How many of you, this is your terminal math class?
What is terminal math class?
So this is the last math class in your degree of requirements. Trigonometry is, I see. Yes, so some of you might need to go to like apply Cal 1, apply Cal 2. Depends on your major, right? And then our class, where is our course? Right here. Okay, so you see, this is our course. Okay, the subsequent course, which means you need to pass this course, and some of them you need to get a grade C or higher. Then you can take chemistry, computer science 1, discrete math for computing, EGR, a lot of EGR classes, EM, IME, IS, and other math, physics class. Okay, these means co-requisites. So you can take this class and that class in the same semester. Okay, so yes, applied algebra is a prerequisite for so many classes. Yes. Okay, and yeah, so we will talk about, so this is the learning objectives. So we'll talk about solving quadratic equations using extracting square roots, factoring, or the quadratic formula. Simplify and solve exponential and logarithm equations. Solve linear systems of equations with 2 or 3 variables. Analyze and graph functions. So we're talking about the x-intercept, the y-intercept, so domain, range, asymptotes if we have rational functions. Use translation properties to sketch the graph of functions. Okay. And then construct and analyze models with quadratic functions, system of equations, exponential function, and logarithm functions. And linear, quadratic, cubic, reciprocal, exponential, and logarithm functions. Yeah. So, okay, those are our learning objectives. And then, so you go to our course website, the class policy, and then you can see this document. Okay, and this is your textbook. Do you all have your textbook? Yes. Who does not have a textbook? Raise your hand. Okay. Do you know when will your textbook arrive? I can pick up today. Pick up today. Oh, okay. You also pick it up. I was on that switch. Oh, I see, I see. Yes, once you switch, then you can pick up your textbook. Right. You don't have to bring your textbook to class, but your homework will be on your textbook. Homework problems is from your textbook. Okay, calculators. You can use scientific calculators such as TI-30XA and TI-30X2S, okay? And so, or this one. This is TIXS multi-view. I would recommend you to buy this one because this calculator, if you want to enter the more complicated operations, well, this one you have to do it one by one. With this calculator, you can enter the whole line and then click enter. Okay, so this is the worst. Don't buy this one. This is better, and this is even better than this because this is one line and this is multi-line. So if you want to like compare results, you can like see more here. Okay, so I recommend you to buy this one. And yeah, it's also good for statistics. Do you need some statistics course? Yeah, so this would be good for you. Okay. All right. So this is TI-30XS multi-view. And how much is it? TI-30XS multi-view. Okay. So around $18. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then how to turn in your homework, such as your you don't ignore the notes. Okay, such as your homework, quiz, practice exams, and no exams on Blackboard. This is a link. Okay, so in Blackboard you can see homework. So we have 12 homework assignments. Okay, so when you turn in a homework, for example, our first homework set is due January 27th. And this is the number from your textbook. This is the textbook pictures from the homework problems if you don't want to carry your book. So I have scanned all the homework problems. So if you don't have your home textbook yet, you can click here, then you can see your homework problems. Okay, so I scanned them, and you don't have to bring your heavy textbook. You can just click here and see. So yes, these are the homework problems, and you use a piece of paper and then write your solutions there, and then so yeah, maybe I will explain more later. Okay, so after you're done, then you can take pictures of your work. And then you can use some cell phone apps such as PDF scanner or CAP scanner. Then they can combine the images into one single PDF files. Or you can send the pictures to your email and then you use your laptop to download those pictures and then open a Word document, copy those pictures here, right? And please make your pictures bigger to fit in one page. If your picture is so small and the page is like that, it's so hard for me to read your handwriting. Okay? And at the end, you can save as a PDF. Okay? So submit PDF for your homework. No image, no Word documents. The reason is if you submit PDF when I grade your work, I can mark on it. I can put camera or circle, you may say I can mark on it. So that's why please submit PDF. Okay, and or you don't if you don't have Word, you can use Google Docs, right? It's online, and or there are some websites such as image2pdf.com. You can put the image there, and then they also give you a PDF. Okay. Attendance policy. Attendance will be taken daily. So today is first week Monday. Please put your initial next to your name. Thank you. Yes. So yes. So usually I will check attendance at like the 10 minutes. So I will set alarm. My phone will ring at 10 minutes after class begins. So if you come a little bit late, it's okay. But try not to be late because we only have 15 minutes, and you miss 10 minutes is quite a lot. For some of you, yes. So just try to come on time. Okay. So any student who misses more than 6 days of classes, except for verified school-sponsored activities, such as you go to a conference, there's sport game, matches, okay, those are excused absence. Or you are sick with doctor's note, okay, those are excused absence. If you miss more than 6 days of classes, you receive an F in this course. Okay, attendance is very, very important. Okay, and other than possibly calculators, no other electronic devices are needed during classes. So all phones, tablets, laptops must be put away. Okay, homework. So we have 12 homework assignments. Each homework is worth 10 points. 2 lowest scores will be dropped. The homework will be graded by completion. What does that mean? You need to finish the homework first using pencil, okay? And then use the solution which I posted online to correct your mistake with red pen. Do you have red pen or any other color pen I can distinguish from pencil? Okay, or come to my office, I can give you a red pen. Okay, if you are correct on the problem, please write a check mark. You know, check mark on that problem. If you have a mistake, please put words or put a circle and then write down the correction next to it. Is it clear? Okay, if you didn't use red pen or other color pen to indicate your correction, I would assume that you didn't check the work. Then you will lose 2 points. Okay, everybody? So, our first homework. So you submit your homework in Blackboard. Okay, this is our first homework. When you click the solution, okay, you click the solution. So this is the solution. And you may notice that the numbers, so the solution has more problems than your assigned homework. Because last couple semester, I have students complaining the homework is too much, so I reduced some of the homework. Okay, so you do your homework first, and then you look at the corresponding problem to check your work. Okay, and then please be honest. If you are wrong on the problem, use red pen. So once you see the solution, use red pen. Honest? Mm-hmm. I don't mind that your homework has a lot of red color. That is good. That tells you where we can improve. Okay, I would prefer a homework with a lot of red color rather than a perfect homework. If I want to look at perfect homework, I just look at my solution. And I can tell you, when I'm doing this homework, sometimes I make mistakes as well. Okay, this is how we learn. It's okay to make mistakes. You get 10 points. Completion, 10 points. As long as you finish it and use red pen to check your work, you get 10 points. Doesn't matter how many mistakes you have. Okay, is that clear, everybody? Yeah, please be honest. And then before the exams, you can check on your homework and your mistakes to remind yourself, okay, don't make this mistake again. Yes. Okay, so that is the homework, right? And late homework will get 2 points off. So each homework assignment has a due date. Okay, so you also see that class schedule, right? There's something wrong with the printer. My class schedule is actually green, and then the printout's red. Okay, So yes, you can see each day what we cover, and then you can see the homework due date, the quiz dates, and the exam dates. Okay. And then what's next? Right. Okay. So late homework, I accept late homework. You can still submit, but it will be 2 points off. Okay. Quizzes. So to prepare you for the exams, we have 7 quizzes throughout the semester. Okay. So the quizzes, if it was in class a couple of years ago, then it's 10 to 15. And then after COVID, I decided to move the quiz online. So this is how it works. Um, the quiz may be launched anytime during the day. So, for example, our first quiz is okay, February 10th. February 10th, that Friday. So on that Friday, and then from the 12:01 a.m., the quiz, you will see the quiz in Blackboard. Okay, and then you have a whole day to start the quiz. Once you start it, you must submit your quiz within 30 minutes. Okay, and and I give you more time because I want to. So usually I will spend 15 minutes on your quiz, and then those extra 15 minutes is for you to take pictures, send to yourself, and then combine and convert into PDF and then upload in Blackboard. My suggestion is use your laptop to open the quiz because I have some students use cell phone, and then when they try to take the pictures and combine it into PDF, and then they get logged out from the quiz. And the quiz is one attempt. If you log out, I changed the settings so it's unlimited attempts. If you accidentally get logged out, you can open the second attempt, but you have to email me and say why you opened the second attempt. Okay? Yes. All right. So that's why I hope you can use your laptop to open the quiz. And then yes, and then you take pictures, email yourself, and then you can convert into PDF and then upload it in your laptop. Okay. So each quiz is worth 10 points. 2 lower score will be dropped. So 7 quizzes, we pick the highest 5 scores. No makeup quizzes after the due date. So you can open your quiz 24 hours on that day. So I hope you can make it, okay? But if you know, okay, you're gonna travel on that day and you don't have internet for the whole day, then email me ahead. You can take the quiz before the due date, but not after. Is that clear, everybody? Not after. You can take it before. Okay, so that is the quiz. Exams. So we have 3 midterm exams and 1 final exams. And you can use your scientific calculator. No makeup exam after the exam date. But if you know on that day you need to travel or something, you can schedule with me to have a makeup exam before that date. But after that date, no makeup exam. Okay, is that clear? Because after that date, everybody knows what's on the exam, so it's unfair to the student who take it during class. Okay, so but you can take it before. Okay, and then you might ask, what if I have a car accident? I don't know, I'm gonna miss that exam. Well, you can use your final exam to replace your midterm, the lowest midterm exam score. Okay, so yes, if you accidentally miss one exam, that's okay. You can use your final exam to replace the lowest midterm exam score. Please be careful. That is different than, so we have 3 midterms and 1 final, so 4 exams total. That's different than we drop the lowest one from the 4. Why? Um, because if you look at our schedule, your exam 3 covers up to chapter 5, and then your chapter 6, your final exam is cumulative. By the way, we don't have 2 final exams. It's just I don't know what's the date. Yes. So I just put them here. So here, yeah. After I figure out the final exam schedule, I will let you know. Okay, so the final exam is cumulative. That's why if you miss a midterm, the final is like a second chance for you to show me you know those materials. Okay, so final exam cannot be replaced by the midterms, but the lowest midterm can be replaced by the final. So we're not dropping one from the four. Okay? Yes. And then so let's see. That's the exam. And self-assessments. So I give practice exams. So practice exam. So this is our course website. It has everything. It has all the worksheets, and I also give you worksheets with answers. So in class, I hope you can take notes. But sometimes if you're a slow writer, you cannot catch all the notes. You can see the notes with answers on the website. Okay, so yes, but I hope all of you can take notes because it's a good habit for math classes. Yes, it also keep you awake. Yes. Okay. And yes, so these are all the worksheets. Uh, so so I would try to print out the worksheets like what is it 2 page on one sheet? Is that how you call it? Or 2 sheets on one sheet? Two page on one sheet, right? So if you think this is too small for you, just feel free to print those out from the website. Okay? Yes. Do you know you have $100 per semester to print out the notes? Yes, you can also use that too. And if you couldn't finish the $100, it won't roll over. Each semester you just get $100. Okay? Yeah. And if you print all the notes single page, it maybe just costs like maybe $20. Yeah. Okay, and so you might also see the dates here. That is my previous class recording. Okay, so yes, so I just put the recording here in case you want to really, but those are my previous classes. So that's why maybe in that class I say the quiz is on this Friday, but actually in our class may be different. Okay, so just be careful. And those are the notes, and this is the homework. And the quiz, after we finish the quiz, I will post the solution here. And then at the bottom, you see this is a practice exam 1 and the solution. Okay, so for each exam, you do the practice exams with pencil first, and then you look at the solution. Use the red pen to correct your mistake. Also, you need to estimate your score. So for example, our practice exam 1, this is the solution. Okay, each problem, I also assign points. Okay, for your homework, you don't have to count your scores. But the practice exam, I want you to estimate your scores. Okay, so each step I assign some points. So be a grader and calculate how many points you earned from the practice exams. Okay, everybody? Because I want you to compare this score and your actual exam scores. If your score improves, that's good. It means you are doing good. Okay? But if someone get very high score on the practice exam and very low score on the actual exams, so maybe something we need to change. Okay, so we gotta figure out a study plan or yes, or something to figure out the problem, right? Okay, and then yes. So each practice exam is worth 10 points. Missing the estimated score, the total score, will lose 1 point. Missing the corrections will lose 4 points. Okay, yeah. So we have like 4 exams. That's why you have 4 practice exams. They are due on the exam date. So, for example, yeah. So the practice exam is due on the exam date. Okay. And please do your practice exams because it will help you tremendously. I actually did a great calculation for my pre-calculus class last semester. So all the students get um, above C, okay? Except I think all the students get B and A in the first exams. They did the practice exams, and all the students get D and F. They didn't do the practice exams. Then you can see how, yes, related the practice exam score and the exam score. Yes. Okay. How many of you want to get A in this course? All of you, right? Yes. So try our best. Do the practice exams. If you have questions, ask me. Okay. So I will also give a review session near that time. So we kind of go over the practice exams to help you. Okay. And then exam correction and wrapper. So after each exam, you can use a red pen to make exam corrections. So after each exam, I will post the solution right here. Okay? And then you can write down the correction next to your mistakes. Okay, and also there is a exam wrapper. So exam wrapper is kind of like where is it? So self-assessment, practice exam, correction and wrapper. So this is the exam wrapper. So it kind of asks you, um, how did you prepare for your exams? And what mistake did you make? And how would you do differently to prepare the next exam? And what can I do to help you master the material better? Okay, so this is like exam reflections. We figure out how to improve. So exam correction is worth 5 points. Exam wrapper is worth 5 points. So therefore here, self-assessment, you have 4 practice exams and 3 exam correction and wrapper. Why 3? Because the final exam you don't get it back. So that's why total is 7 scores here. Yes?
So for like exam correction, is that like 5 points in total, or is that like 5 points each question?
Oh, 5 point total. Yes, right. Okay, attendance bonus. If you miss no more than 2 classes and you're not late for more than 2 classes, you will receive 1% bonus. And also the taking notes bonus. In the last week of class, if you turn in your notes to show me that you have been taking all your class notes, you will also receive 1%. Okay? Yes. Yeah, so please take notes. You get extra credits. Okay, so this is how the grading. Homework is 5%. Quizzes is 5%. The self-assessment, the practice exam, and exam correction and wrapper is 5%. And then each exam is 21.25%. So the total is 100%. Okay, and your letter grade will be determined by the following scale. We don't have C minus. So C is 70 to 75. C plus is 75 to 80. Okay, and the comments I will let you to read at home. Is that okay, everybody? All right. Okay, so any questions so far? No? Okay. Do you have that write your name sheet? Yeah. So you don't have to do it today. So you can take it home. And more importantly, I want to know your schedule because sometimes I may want to meet with you. So write down your schedule, write down your classes or your part-time job and or your if you're athlete. If you're an athlete, could you put a note here? You're an athlete. And what team? Okay, you are, and your coach email address and the number. Okay, so sometimes, yeah, I might contact your coach because if you go to a sport game, you travel, maybe I would ask your coach to help me to sponsor your exam. So yeah, it's important to tell me your coach emails and yeah. So write up your class, you take and your practice time, your part-time job. Yes. Okay. All right. Any questions? No? Okay. So let's start. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. So review of some prerequisites. Okay. All right. Factoring. Okay. Oh, by the way, so in Blackboard, you can see this Mobius resources. And then you see this Mobius lessons class page. Mobius is a, let me see. Okay, I want to link to here. Okay, all right. So this is yeah, our Mobius class page. And then you can, the order might be different than our test book, but you can look at the topic. For example, here, Chapter 1, prerequisites, you see factoring polynomials. Okay, so this is very good. If you forget how to factor, check out this lesson. And like here, they have a lot of exercise, like to try an exercise. So you can try on this problem and you can check how did I do, right? And then you can try another problems. So it will generate another problem that you can practice. Okay, so this is the Mobius resource, right? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so basic factoring, these are the formula. A squared plus B squared does not factor in general. Okay? And so you so for some of the materials you might learn it in high school, or maybe you have learned a different way to solve the problem. And it's okay. As long as you get the correct answer, you can try different ways. So there are multiple different ways to solve a problem. Okay, so you might learn differently in high school than the way I teach. It's okay. And I would say if you use a different method, it's good to ask me to check. Okay, because some methods might only work for some specific situation. So if you check with me, then I can confirm, this is good, it works. Then you can use that way. Okay. Yes. All right. And like sometimes some notations, for example, multiplication, you can use so let me see. How about purple color? Like 7 times 5, you can put a cross there, or you can put 7 and dot 5. They all represent multiplication. Or you can put 7 parentheses, 5 parentheses. All of them means multiplication. Okay, so but I would prefer to use 7 dot 5 because later on you see x, that the cost is similar to x, is a variable. So it's confusing whether this is a cost or is a variable x. So try not to use a cost. Okay. And parentheses, you don't want to see too many parentheses in one line, right? Okay, so use dot. All right. And yes, 7 minus 5. This is the same as minus 5 plus 7. You can switch the order, right? But the minus sign must be in front of the 5. And by the way, do you all know that the minus sign in the subtractions are different buttons? Okay, yes, on your calculator. The subtraction is right here above the plus, and then this is negative button. It's down there next to the enter. Okay, right. So that's why if you want to figure out, oh, what's negative 2.71 times 92.5, if you want to do that, then you can put the negative the sign and then put 2.71 and then multiply by 92.5. Right. Okay, and the parentheses. Parentheses is very important because it tells us the order of operations. So 9 minus 7 times 2, without a parentheses, you do multiplication first and then addition or subtraction. Right? So you do 7 times 2 first, which is what? 14. And 9 minus 14 is negative 5. Yes, very good. So I would say when you do your homework, try not to use a calculator. If you have something like this, yeah, use your calculator. But if you have something like this, try not to use your calculator because you gotta learn more and more in math classes, right? You want to feel the sense of numbers. Later on, when you want to simplify like radicals, what's radicals of what's cube roots of 8? Well then you have to be familiar with it, right? Like 2 cubes is 8, 3 cubes is 27, 4 cubes is, so you have to feel a sense of the numbers. How about like square roots of 49? What is that? 7, exactly. So we have a sense with numbers. Try not to use your calculator. On your exams, I allowed you to bring your calculator, but I hope for your homework and quiz, don't use your calculator. You might use your calculator to check your work after you're done. Okay? So don't rely on it. Yes. Okay, oh, if we have parentheses, then we do the operation inside the parentheses first. So then this becomes 9 minus 7, which is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And do you know these? They are different, right? This one is still negative, right? But this one, negative. Negative 1 to the 4th becomes positive, right? So this is actually positive. This becomes 3 to the 4th. And do you know what is 3 to the 4th? 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. 27 times 3, 81. Yes, so 81. Okay, right. Okay, so yes, let's continue and look at this formula. So a squared plus b squared cannot factor in general. Okay. Why do we say in general? Because if you learned complex numbers, you can factor, right, with complex numbers. Okay, and then here, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is a plus b squared. Do you remember that, everybody? Mm-hmm. Or if you don't remember, how do we get this done? Well, a plus b squared. So a plus b times a plus b, you distribute, right? A times a is a squared. And then a times b is ab. And then b times a is ba. And then b times b is b squared. Now do you see AB and BA, they are the same. So that's why we can combine. We get 2 copies of AB. Okay, yes. So if you forget the formula, it's okay. Just distribute it and then you get it. Right. And then a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. Same thing. When you distribute it, see, a times a is a squared. And then minus a times b. And then plus b times a. And then see, minus b squared. Alright, everybody? B times negative b is negative b squared. That's two. Now, do you see A, B, B, A are the same? The difference? sign. So we get cancel. That's why we get a squared minus b squared. Okay? So this is the difference of two squares. We can factor them. The sum of two squares, we cannot factor it. And then this one, these two. Okay, these two. The pattern is, okay, so a cubed plus b cubed. The first factor, put down the a and b with degree is 1, okay? So a, if this is plus, and then you put the plus here. So a plus b, so all of them are degree 1 terms. And then the second factor, they are all the degree 2 terms. Degree 2 terms, you see? A squared, degree 2. A times b. A is like power 1, b is power 1. The total degree is 2, right? And then b squared is also degree 2. So all the degree 2 terms. And if this is plus, then the first factor is plus. And the second factor, the middle one will be the opposite of this one. So if this is plus, then this is minus. Okay, everybody? So this is how I memorize this formula. Degree 1 terms times degree 2 terms, right? And the first factor, the sign match. And then the second factor, the middle sign will be the opposite. So that's like here, a cubed minus b cubed. You have a minus c, and then here the degree 2 terms, the middle term, the sign will be opposite of that. So this is how I memorize these formulas. Is that okay, everybody? Mm-hmm. And the last one, usually you won't see. So yeah. Okay, you don't need to memorize that. Okay. And if you need it, it's okay. You have this formula, and then you just multiply another copy of a plus b and distribute and combine the like terms. You can deduce it. Okay, so you don't have to memorize. All right, now how do we factor? Okay, 25 is what? You see, it's a complete square. What square? 5 square. Oh, so this is 5x squared. Right, everybody? And what's 9? 3 squared. Right? So 3. Okay, this is y to the 6. If I want to write down square, y to the 6 is what square? Yeah, y to the third square, exactly. Oh, perfect. This is a complete, oh no, sorry. This is a difference of two squares, right? And then we use the formula a squared minus b squared is a plus b times a minus b, right? Yeah, so this is like a, this is like b. We get a plus b, so 5x plus b, 3y cubed, and a minus b. So this is how we separate. Maybe familiar with the formula and then plug in. So far, so good, everybody. Okay, and it's 10:49, so let's continue on Friday. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you.